guys, today we have Simran Soni with us, and she has scored 93.66 percentile in CAT, 99.2 percentile in ZAT, 98.4 percentile in SNAP, and 251 in NMAT. Crazy scores. I can confidently say that you've cracked all four exams. Simran, why don't you explain us your profile and how did you get into preparing for MBA?
So I did my undergraduation in mass communication, where I majored in advertising. After that, I was interested in marketing, and I opened my own graphic design studio, where I handle branding, visual branding for my clients, as well as social media content creation. So mainly graphic design in throughout the segments. Then I wanted to pursue MBA anyways as a start. So I thought if I work as a freelancer, I can prepare for my entrance exams as well. So that's when I started. As soon as I started working, I started preparing. Yes.
Awesome. Great. And what year did you start your preparation with?
Um, so I graduated in 2021 and I started my prep in 2022 because I wanted to work for a while. Then in 2022, I did not score, I scored 90 percentile, but I thought I could do better. So I joined C2Z and I prepared for one more year and gave my last exams in 2023. Yes.
So, what was the first CAT attempt percentile that you got?
90 point something, 90.3, 90.4. Um, Back then I thought that I had a lot of preparation done, but after the exam I realized no, it wasn't the case. So I had to I had to start from scratch for the second try. So yeah.
How was it? How was the restarting process like? Was that really bothering that you already know, you've already been through the same pages of Arun Sharma books and the same
Yes.
ebooks, and you have to go through all of that again? Was that kind of demotivating? What kept you going?
It was extremely painful. So I did not realize that I could give it again. Not in the sense that I won't get a chance, but in the sense that I already had a break here. And I
Hmm.
worked as a freelancer. So that wouldn't count as work experience because there's no forms or a registered company. So I was scared about that. But while the scores, I knew after giving the CAT exam that it wasn't a good exam at all. So I thought
Hmm.
the other exams I should focus on SNAP and NMAT and ZAT. So for SNAP, just a week and a half before, I somehow found a review of C2C on Reddit. I don't remember the the whole link or whatever the page, but I remember somebody recommending it and stating that it was a really nice prep for them. And then I watched a YouTube video of Ketan sir, and he said, and the way he taught for just one YouTube video, as I could understand what he was talking about. I
Hmm.
could understand everything, and I paid attention. So I'm like, if I have a week and a half, this is who I'm going to study from. Then
Ah.
I applied. Then I applied for the course, and for week and a half, I gave my first snap attempt, and I think that time people were saying you score 42 and you'll just clear. And uh, when I gave the exam, I was very confident. But the thing is, I thought, I think I missed it by a mark or so. Because,
Hmm.
like I told you, I thought I had prepared a lot, but I hadn't. But those week and a half really pushed me, really clarified all my basics just for Snap. Because Snap is a totally different prep from CAT. And in one of those videos, right before the second attempt, Sir had an interview with a SIBM
Snap
Pune
shopper?
uh,
Yeah.
snap topper, and he was studying there. I'm so sorry, I'm blanking out on the name. And during one of those, as I was very frustrated, I was like, "This is the end of my future. This is it. I'll be stuck at home forever." All my friends had gone to study. Everything had happened, and I was like, "This is it for me. You'll remain a failure for the rest of your life. All the choices you've made have been bad till now." So in there, he has this famous thing that he keeps on repeating. शादी and MBA desperation में आके नहीं करते.
Desperation में मत
And the
करो.
other guy came in and said कि क्यों इतना टेंशन क्यों ले रहे हो, नहीं होता अगली बार कर, like just to the audience. I wasn't talking to them, and somehow I started crying, and I cried a lot. I'm like, somebody
Oh.
understood me without even contacting. I did not text them. I did not message on the group, on the chat that was going on, but I started crying. I was like, somebody understands me. There are more people like me. And somehow I just stopped the live video back during that time. when I started crying, I came out of my room and I told my mama, mama, I want to repeat one more year. And my mother was, her mother, she was very kind towards me. She's like, okay, it's fine, you can handle it, you can do it. But I was scared to talk to my father. But I rewatched the YouTube thing again to motivate myself. And then I went to my father and he said, okay, it's fine. But it was that video that really made me focus and made me come back that I could try again. And then I applied for CAT for
Look at
C2C again.
the circle of life. Look at the circle of life. You watched one
Yes.
motivating video, and here you are giving motivation to upcoming students. Really
No
great. Yeah.
motivation or not.
No, no, amazing story, really.
I don't know.
What was the strategy like? Did you follow any sort of strategies for that and math, etc.? Whatever
Yes.
exam that you can think of.
Yes. So for CAT prep, I threw out whatever I thought was right from the previous year. So a lot of students, like where I was studying before, I realized the way of me studying is very different from quite a lot of people. Like people
Hmm.
somehow, when they are scolded at or when they are told, you can't do this, so they're motivated. I get demotivated. So I wanted someone who would push me, but also be appreciative of all the tasks I had done, or be
Hmm.
appreciative of the work that I had put in, the work that I had put in. And that is what I got through C2C. So the one push I got, then a lot of people have internal motivation, but unfortunately, I don't have. So I had made these aspects of my life where I got external motivation. Like per day, if I had to solve 100 questions, so I had a pocket diary and I wrote 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 till 100. I solved 100 questions and all of them that I got right, I circled the numbers. All that I got wrong, I crossed it out. So I could physically see my improvement. Now,
Hmm.
if I have done 50 correct, next time I had to push myself to get 55 correct, or I'll be disappointed in myself. So I did these things. And I never skipped a lecture by Ketan sir. Like towards the end of the week, he would come for a verbal lecture and he'll motivate us. And I just needed that. I needed someone to tell me that I could do this. Because
Hmm.
I am really not internally motivated enough. I feel like, I can give up easily. So I wanted someone to push me. I had my parents and like I get distracted a lot. So I think Ketan sir only suggested to study with someone. So I had no one. I was stuck at home. So I would, whenever my mother would work in her room, I would just sit next to her, and as she was my mother, she would be very strict towards me, and then I had to study anyway, or I'd study with my brother
That
who's also
was
preparing. Yes, and now we had a competition. If I stood up before him, then I lose. So internally, seeing that if he's working hard, I have to work harder than him. So I created situations for myself like that. And after that, it became easy. After 2, 3 months, because I was in the zone, it became easier for me. Yeah, I
fine.
did stuff like that.
Very genuine, honest, and I think yeah, these are some tips and tricks that a lot of people
Yes.
can use. Because, like you said,
Mm.
not all of us are internally motivated.
Mm.
Sometimes, yes, it varies from people. Some people get
Mm.
demotivated when I pinpoint a mistake, and you're like, oh, did
Mm.
he just do that in front of a lot of people?
Mm.
So
Yes.
it differs from people to people, and of course,
Mm.
we understand that.
Yeah.
Good that you got good mentorship, the kind of
Yes.
mentorship that you were looking for from C2C.
Yes. Yes.
We're glad that we could be of any help.
Yes.
Um, Also, we converted NMIMS, right? You are in NMIMS Mumbai
Yes.
right now.
Yes. Just a weekend, we had our orientation and stuff. That's it.
How was
Yeah.
the GDPR process for that like?
So GDPI also prepared from C2C. Like I told someone that, once I entered C2C, that was it for me. I got all the mentorship that I needed. So one of our faculty from C2C is from NMIMS. So he was a very huge motivating factor for me. Anyways, like
Hmm.
he did not know that I was applying, but during classes, he would tell us that do this for GDPI prep. So from first day, he had given us a link of books and he said every week, initially every month, I will tell you one book to read and you have to read it. So the prep
Hmm.
for GDPI started then in January itself. So a lot of them followed, a lot of them did not follow. But the thing is, he kept on reminding us every time he had a class. He's like, "Book padhi aapne, book padhi aapne." So if you did not read, you had this guilt. Others are reading, you will be left behind. So that really helped me. Then the proper GDPI process, I had joined the whole full master course,
Yes.
and the sir had quite a lot of pre-recorded interviews
We
he
do.
gave us. So I knew that I wasn't getting into Ahmedabad, Bangalore, or Calcutta because CAT score wasn't that well. But I still looked for the interviews for top schools itself. And whenever we had a group discussion, I would remember answers. I formed my answers watching those mock interviews. That was my only prep. Then I gave mock interviews right before going for an interview because a lot of people like during for CAT, it works for me. Please do not do not do this if it doesn't work for you. I believe that for me, like I said, I get demotivated very easily. So I had to
Hmm.
give less mocks so that I am not demotivated. If I kept giving mocks and I kept scoring low, then it would demotivate me on the final day. So that is why I only give mocks interviews right before the main interview. Till then, that I would practice in front of the mirror, and I would practice my written answers. I wrote everything down, even the pauses. Like if they ask me, I will answer this. And the whole course had every possible question that you could imagine. There were like
True.
100 videos. I watched almost all of them. Yes. So yeah.
Very disciplined student.
No,
Amazing
no,
to
no. It was desperation more than discipline, to be honest. I couldn't wait another year. I mean, a lot of students would genuinely relate to that the desperation of feeling hopeless and worthless, all the lessons you can imagine. I felt that. I cried almost the whole year. I felt like a failure. And I don't know. I can't really uh, express, or I can't really even imagine that I'm going to a college right now.
Yeah.
That's how unreal it is to me. So
Well,
I
you're
get it.
supposed to believe that because you are. Really, congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Huge congrats
Thank you.
for you, and well
Thank
deserved,
you.
I would say. I can
I
hear
don't know
from your
about that.
voice how excited you were to get into NMMS, and you deserve it. So we are
Thank you.
glad to be of any help, and
Yes.
thank you for coming to this podcast and just sharing your
No, no,
story.
no.
I'm sure
Thank you
this
for
will
reaching
inspire a
out.
lot of people.
Yeah.
And yeah, we will get back to you. And if the audience have
Thank you.
any questions, they can drop down a comment down below, and we will ask Simran to spare some time
Yeah.
and just reply to those
Sure.
comments.
Anything.
We
Anything.
wish all the best to all the CAT aspirants and NMAT ZAT SNAP aspirants out there.
Yeah.
Do you have any last final advice that you'd like to give them?
Um, I don't know about I don't know about advice, but I'd say just do whatever your faculty tells you. Whatever they tell you, because I didn't know if I was doing anything right or wrong. I just
Hmm.
blindly followed them. It was the desperation in me that helped me follow. If you are really desperate enough to get in, you will do it. And if you're not, then I think you need to really question yourself. That's what I say. Yeah, just follow
Trust
whatever
your
they tell you.
faculty. That's
Yeah.
what we get from this podcast. Thanks, Simran. It's been amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much. Same.